Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Venkat Krishnamachari. I'm a co-founder and a chief product officer at MontyCloud. Those were some great sessions from Amazon AWS. The session so far told us the importance of cloud operations, the value of using Amazon Cloud Native, AWS native services that help customers simplify cloud operations. In my session here, I'm going to cover about what we as MontyCloud, what did we learn in our journey so far with respect to cloud operations. And we want to pass along both our learnings and some suggestions about simplifying cloud operations. First, who are we and what do we know about CloudOps? Let's get started with that. So we are MontyCloud. We are an autonomous CloudOps platform company. We automate and simplify the cloud so that our customers can spend more time innovating instead of operating. Today, I'll be sharing more about how we help AWS customers and partners get the best out of AWS using the power of the AWS Cloud Native tools and the simplicity of a no-code approach from MontyCloud. Our product is called MontyCloud Day 2. We deliver results such as 40% cost savings, 70% of time savings to your teams, and we improve the productivity of your innovation team by at least 30%. We'll show some examples of how we get this with the power of AWS services. Let's proceed about some credentials that MontyCloud has. There's a bunch of credentials here. I would like to focus on three things I think that are very important to our customers. Number one, MontyCloud is deeply integrated with Amazon AWS. We are built on top of AWS using Amazon core services. We're also a launch partner for a couple of services. For example, the AWS CloudTrail Lake service, when it launched, we were deeply already integrated on the day one of that service launch. Similarly, we did that with the AWS Sessions Manager service. So that's something we take very seriously, because being a cloud native partner, working with Amazon, integrating our services before they publicly launch and working with them on feedback loop, they're all highly valuable to our customers. The second credential here, I think it's going to be valuable to our customers that I want to share about, is the AWS CloudOps competency. In March 2023, or I think it was April 2023, just a couple of months back, Amazon AWS launched a core competency for customers and partners. It's called the AWS Cloud Operations competency. That competency lays out the principles behind building an efficient cloud operating model and the services that are recommended to use and deliver those principles. We are an AWS CloudOps competency partner in that our product and our technology and our team members are well aware of the CloudOps competency, and we are able to deliver those competency requirements directly within our product to our customers. The third credential here that matters, I think, most for customers and partners is the well-architected framework competency. We are a well-architected partner. The well-architected framework is an amazing tool from Amazon. It lays out the principles using which you can operate workloads for getting the best out of AWS. Our product is built using the well-architected framework competency, and the well-architected framework reviews are also highly automated within MontyCloud's platform. In that, our customers can on demand run assessments of their cloud footprint and instantly know if they are able to improve their workload to meet the well-architected framework's recommendation. There's a ton of automation around that. We'll cover that. These three are credentials we think are directly helpful to our customers. Let's take a next step. Why did MontyCloud build a company for autonomous cloud operations? Cloud is very powerful, as you all know, but it's very hard. It can be quite cumbersome because there is a set of cloud responsibilities, shared responsibilities that every customer has to inherit in order to get the best out of cloud. Amazon, for example, has over 200 services, and the services are growing, and newer services such as machine learning and AI and analytics services are being rolled out rapidly, and customers are innovating. With innovation comes the shared responsibility burden. And we notice that's growing And we noticed that there's also a steep learning curve for our customers, and many of them are doing undifferentiated work. For example, it's not uncommon for customers who are dabbling with cloud to start building their own cloud operating layer. Everybody wants to set up a cloud center of excellence, building a layer on top of the cloud services to bring in a consistent management, governance, and operations experience is a need for every customer. And we notice that's something we can help simplify. By simplifying that and lifting that undifferentiated burden without automation, we are able to give more time back to our customers. That's why we bet on CloudOps. And we use the keyword autonomous CloudOps because we want to automate as much as possible, because there's a bunch of learnings we have that tell us that customers and partners that leverage automation to deliver CloudOps are able to get more value. For example, a recent study by Forrester noted that customers and partners that are embracing CloudOps and automation are likely to get 241% return on investment on their cloud investments. That is huge. That's a differentiator for many customers. And we are doing the work that will get them the ROI without them having to build their own tooling and solution. So what is the benefit of CloudOps? Like I called out, there is 241% ROI overall. A McKinsey study called out that if customers and partners adopted the cloud with best practices, with CloudOps recommended best practices for governance, foundational services, etc., they're likely to accelerate their innovation by 8 times. Because if you start the foundation right, you're not burdened by challenges such as unknown cost overruns, security and governance challenges, collaboration challenges. All of that can be addressed and needs to be addressed before your cloud footprint grows. By adopting autonomous CloudOps, you can reap all these benefits. You can deliver services cost optimally. You can deliver services on demand to your internal teams. You can help the teams collaborate easily, all without your teams having to build a cloud layer or having to understand about 40 or 50 plus AWS services that you need to get a cloud operating model going that works for your team. So I would love to share in the next slide what we learned in our journey so far. But before that, this is a shout out to the AWS services and the power of AWS native services. MontyCloud, we ourselves are built on top of AWS services. We extend several services. For example, the services that were presented right before my presentation, many of those services are services that we deeply integrate with. AWS Systems Manager is a great tool, a set of services that will help you simplify your operations. Likewise, AWS Config, CloudFormation, CloudTrail, every one of those services are important. MontyCloud is built using over 40 plus AWS services. We are a SaaS platform that is built for customers, runs in AWS, and delivers and extends the power of AWS with simplicity. On top of that, like I called out earlier, we are also built on top of the well-architected framework. We take it super seriously. It is an amazing way to get the best out of cloud. And we also deliver the principles of AWS CloudOps competency in every feature that our customers embrace. In essence, we are powered by AWS and AWS principles to get the best to our customers. And our customers don't have to deal with these many services because we simplify it for them. Okay, what are our big learnings, right? Our team has been working with multiple customers and partners, and we have learned by working with them closely. Number one thing is we work backwards from our customers' needs. And what it meant for us was working with a wide range of customers. In our journey, we have worked with startups that are rapidly growing. They spent almost no cloud spend, but they grew their business so rapidly that they were able to go spend up to $1 million in AWS in about a year and a half. That steep growth meant we learned along with them on what are the growth challenges. We also worked very closely with small and medium business customers and enterprise customers. I'll show some examples. We work very closely with MSP and SI partners who are transforming their services to deliver cloud operations. By learning with them, we took away 3 big areas. Cloud foundational best practices matter a lot. Building it right, setting up the services right, is half the job. It can accelerate your journey by 8 times. Cloud operations also involves reducing cloud spend where you waste it and allocating cloud spend where you need it. And that requires both judgment and expertise. And cloud security and compliance are also shared responsibilities that customers have to build on their own. And last but not the least, the biggest ROI here comes from routine automations that are identified, automated, and delivered within the context of the business so that your business users or your developers don't have to deal with the cloud context. They can deal with their business and their app context. These three are big learnings that we took away from working with several customers and partners over many years. And we would love to share those learnings in the form of three things that we help simplify. Here are the three things that we have understood over the years that matter to our customers and partners. Number one, customers and partners should focus on simplifying cloud onboarding and enablement. I will have an example of each of this to give you an archetype, if you will, on what our learning has been and how we encapsulate that learning. Cloud onboarding enablement refers to dealing with managing user identity, user access to cloud services, managing project-centric enablement of users, managing service catalog of which user in what context should be using a service. These are all part of the work that the cloud onboarding and enablement team has to do. And they also have to do it continuously when new teams come on board to go to cloud and help experiment there. Next comes visibility and control. It's important for our customers to have complete visibility into the cloud footprint because cloud footprint is growing dynamically and it can change shape every minute because new teams are spinning up services. And you need both an ability for teams to spin up services on demand, but you also want some guardrails. You also want visibility and control. So having visibility into footprint means you can now look at control of cloud cost, cloud security, cloud compliance, all of that. The third one is automated operations. Customers that automate more are able to deliver repeated services and reduce their burden. I'm going to give one example each of all these three big takeaways that we have presented to you so far based on our learnings. Let's dive in. So what is cloud onboarding and enablement? Like I mentioned, customers want to onboard users rapidly. They want to set up projects that are collaborative spaces for their internal teams. They want to put in governance guardrails that ensure there is control that's possible later. At the same time, you don't slow down your teams. One example here is a university that has researchers and they have one person running their entire cloud operations department. When MontyCloud empowered this single person to run cloud operations without product and few clicks, they are now able to deliver cloud operations to multiple departments. Researchers are able to provision AWS services such as high performance computing or perform machine learning analytics with SageMaker and 20 plus AWS services by just a few clicks and without the cloud operations person there having to go babysit every one of that. It's very important to onboard new teams rapidly, enable them for self-service, and put some invisible governance guardrails. All three are possible because we abstract some of the amazing AWS services that deliver you governance and visibility and guardrails. We simplify that. You don't have to write code for that. That's one example of how customers are getting the value out of our work. Let's talk about the next one, which is visibility and control. So what does that mean? As the name implies, you need to have continuous visibility so that you can have a position and control your cost, control your security, and simplify your governance and compliance aspects. What we help here with MontyCloud is that we help teams get visibility, not just in the context of the AWS cloud. Customers can get visibility in the context of their business. For example, a large bank that we work with had a footprint that's complex, that's growing, and they have mission critical applications that have data and they have reliability and availability requirements. When they ran the well-architected framework assessment tool with MontyCloud in just about 10 minutes, they identified thousands of issues. And when they further dive deep into that, at least hundreds of them could have saved them money and improved their security posture. They're able to detect this in about 10 minutes of running the well-architected assessment with MontyCloud. The well-architected assessment tool is amazing from Amazon. It has about 6 pillars and about 60 plus important questions and checks. We onboarded about 400 plus automated checks on top of those 60 questions, which instantly deliver granular items that our customers could take action on. In this particular case, the bank was able to find hundreds of such opportunities, remediate it, and then go improve their workload. When they used MontyCloud, inherently, we now are using Amazon services such as Systems Manager Automation, Config, Security Hub, Guard Duty. We employ a whole bunch of Amazon services to get this visibility and control back to our customer. And the remediation aspect is also one click because we use Systems Manager Automation and deliver the automation and remediation without any of our customers having to go to the AWS console or learn the APIs of those individual services. That's the second takeaway and the example of where we can help. The third one is all about automation. Automation, as you all know, helps save money, save time, and it also reduces errors. Cloud talent is expensive, and specialized cloud talent is needed in order to deliver the kind of CloudOps excellence that your teams demand. That's where we've noticed our learning is that automation is a key differentiator of CloudOps. By automating CloudOps with a purpose-built tool like MontyCloud, or by working with an SI consulting partner or an MSP partner that delivers the AWS CloudOps competency, you can handle challenges such as growing cloud footprint, reduce tool proliferation, give time back to your dev teams and your business teams so they can innovate more. For example, one of our premier consulting partners had to manage a growing cloud customer footprint. By using automation and repeatable tasks and business-centric automation that MontyCloud delivers, they're able to manage their customers as separate tenants. They're able to switch between tenants easily to solve problems. They're able to set up automation that junior cloud engineers are able to click and set up and perform safely without the need for a ton of cloud knowledge and without a senior or a L3 level cloud engineer having to step into every customer's needs. This not only helps them save 70% time in terms of automating the customer's footprint, they're able to now take the time and the talent that they have freed up in the L3 level to go have the senior cloud engineers work on newer things and enable their customers with things like generative AI and doing workshops on machine learning. Partners are able to improve both their bottom line and their top line with automation. And customers are also doing that within their IT departments. And CloudOps automation is a key differentiator. That's where we help. So we're happy to share more. And we would love to have an opportunity to work with your teams to talk more about the value of using AWS core native services and the simplicity of MontyCloud. If you or your customers are looking for a CloudOps practice, or you just want to discuss some ideas on how we can help improve, we're available. Please give us a shout out at sales@montycloud.com. We'll be looking out for your incoming inquiries and ideas to discuss. And we are super happy today again to share that the power of AWS and the simplicity of MontyCloud is already transforming businesses and helping our customers innovate more and operate less. And we hope we have shared some knowledge from this presentation that's useful to your journey. And we wish you all the very best. Thank you.